need one more. I just need one more.
Hey,
I just need one more. 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 You know, pick up where I said, okay. Like the blunt, my nigga. Pass his beat to the left so I could press. Total my hits like I done wrecked. Who is next? Niggas is sleep like pillow pets. Getting foreign head from a bad bitch from Budapest. Call your bet. Cause I'm just trying to get a quick check. Then rest with my face in between breasts. I'm a mess. Also something you gotta respect. A prince as a newborn. A king in death. Oh yes. Son of the waves is the best. If you jumping in this water, please wear a vest. Take a breath. And compliments to my chef. Hit my guy.
All right. What is going on? Welcome, some, welcome all, welcome short, welcome tall. This is What's the Wave with your host, Son of the Waves. Long overdue, finally bringing it to you live, direct, and you know it's in full effect. First of all, I just want to thank you, however you may be watching or listening. Thank you for the support. If you're following me, you know I've been wanting to do this for a while. And it's that time, you feel me? We here, we bringing it to you. If you heard of the show before, then I'm glad you're here to support. If you haven't, stay tuned because we got a lot of good stuff to talk about today. As you might know, this is a kind of a segmented podcast, so I do have a couple different segments we'll be touching on. Current events, you know, what's trending, what's just going on in the world and on the social media, really. Sports talk, you know I'm a big sports fan. Even though it's only hoop season, we still gonna talk some sports right now. I gotta talk about some Vallejo and Bay Area things. You already know. You know, I'm a Vallejo kid, Bay boy, so you know I'm gonna take some time to push that out there as well. And last but not least, you know, I just got a topic of the day. I'm gonna just get some stuff off my chest. I usually just pick a subject that I like, whether it be, you know, relationships, perspective, youth, being young, 20 years old, even the pandemic. Like I said, stick with me. We're gonna talk about a lot today. So, like I said, let's start it off about what's been trending, what's been going on. Like I said, I'm a fan of Twitter, Instagram, social media and all that, so that's where I tend to see what's going on in the world because I'm young. I'm only 25, you feel me? So that's where I go and see a lot of things. First of all, what's been trending lately? I gotta touch on my homegirl. I gotta touch on homegirl Meg, and as in not Griffin, the Stallion. So I just want to talk about the photo shoot. For one, overall, it was alright. You know, it was good. She did her thing. I don't know what the directors or the producers got her doing, or you feel me, how they work that out. But I'm not in that pay grade, or I'm not in that tax bracket to make those decisions. But the one where she, you know, you feel me, you feel me, I do want to praise the ability of the internet to meme an image or something so quick. Props to the internet, man. Because y'all flipped and whipped and dipped that photo in so many different ways in like 24 hours. I am impressed. But who made that decision? I don't know. Y'all got to stop because, like I said, I've seen both sides of the coin talking about, oh, if it was such and such or so-and-so, you wouldn't drag her through the mud. Meg Thee Stallion get more than enough praise than she deserves. I should say more than enough. She gets enough praise that she deserves. Well deserved. She's a multi-talented woman. But that right there, she don't, she should've, she got enough sway, enough pull to make sure that didn't make the final cut. But anyway, shout out Meg, man. Keep doing your thing. Of course, we love her. Shout out to all the stallions out there with the wagon on the thing. Shout out to the little ponies, you feel me? If you love a little cupcake, it's okay. What else we got going on? Oh, I know everybody asking this. Hey, Joe, you said y'all did it. Bro, where the stimmy, bro? Where is that? Like I said, a couple weeks ago, before you got in office, you said it was good. You finna clear student loans. You finna drop the stimmy. If you go hop on Twitter right now, y'all, for one, shout out to Twitter. Hands down, best social media app in the world. I'm an advocate for that one. It's doodling on Instagram and just diarrhea shitting on Snapchat and all that other stuff. So it's great. Go to Twitter. But y'all is ripping Joe and Miss Harris. I butcher her first name, so I'm gonna say Miss Harris. A new one over these stimmies, yo. I understand. We've been in the pandemic for a year now, and we've only got what? 2 bands? 12? Wait, was it 1,200, 600, so 18? What is, that's rent. What we gonna do with that over a year when other countries and everywhere elsewhere is just getting 3 racks a month and healthcare and childcare and all that taken care of. So, Joe, I do want to talk about you. I got a bone to pick with you, but I'm gonna wait till I do a little bit more research on your campaign game, man, and then I'm gonna holler at you, Playboy. All right, now. Oh my gosh, I'm about to say I just seen this on the itinerary. This, in all seriousness, this shit that's going on in Texas and the South is like a telltale sign for what's to come. If we get it, Texas has been a predominantly warm state, just weather-wise. I'm not talking red or blue or politics. It's hot. Texas is hot. We know that. And the weather lately, for one, is weird as fuck. So that should cause concern. As far as global warming, climate change, like I said, it don't snow down there, so why is it snowing there this year? It would have happened in 2020, we might have swept it under the rug, but it's a new year. This shouldn't be happening. And the weather has had a fucking severe impact on an electrical grid down there. So basically, it's just one of the major grids in America and shut down everything. I know y'all been seeing it on the news, on social media. People is boiling water with candles, and I seen a life hack. Some granny used a battery to change it up and charge the phone with a copper. No human should have to do that in today's society at all. We are not cavemen. Nobody should have to live that barbaric. So America, I don't know what you're doing, but we need to get this electrical grid stuff taken care of ASAP. Because if that happened in Texas, if anywhere else gets severe weather that they're not used to, then what's next? And I also seen some information that said if 9 to 10 of the major power grids in America fail, it could cause a nationwide blackout. So keep that in mind, because all this shit that we running on was built in like the 50s and 60s. So it's time we upgrade America, but that's a tall task to ask, because you know how America is, stuck in their old ways. So we'll keep it moving on that one. Short, quick we gotta talk about COVID. It's still here, like I said, in this pandemic. But really, I don't want to just speak on the old stuff and this quarantine and all that other stuff, but I kind of want to talk about this vaccine. And please let me know what y'all think. Tweet at me, DM me, snap me, all of that, man. What do y'all think about this vaccine? I personally know a couple of loved ones that have already taken the vaccine. And at first, they were nervous. One of those people being my nana, my granny, you feel me? I love her to death. And she just told me about this yesterday. And she was confident, she believed in it, understood it, but she's older. So that's why I kind of want to know how y'all think. Me personally, I'm not hating on anybody who gets the vaccine. Please do your thing. I feel if you do your due diligence on research and what's behind it and who's giving it to you and what's in the vaccine, and the effects and the possible outcomes and side effects, I'm all for it. Get the vaccine. Me personally, I'm on the fence. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I want to, not just for me, but for others, for everybody else around me, just for the people I come across, I interact with. You never know. So I'm an advocate for it, but I don't like getting my flu shots, to be real with you. So how I'm gonna go do that? You feel me? So, like I said, I want to know what y'all think. Please let me know what y'all think about this vaccine. Is it good? Is it bad? Do you think it's real? Because since y'all thought COVID was fake, you think the vaccine fake? What's going on? Let me know, please. I want to hear everybody's thoughts on the vaccine, please. But let's move it along. Oh, next I'm not even going to talk about this too much because I feel a lot of people wanted this. I don't wish this on anybody, but I do want to talk about Kim and Kanye just a little bit. So I'm pretty sure y'all seen by now, I guess, Kim filed for divorce, which is, like I said, me personally, I don't keep up with celebrity relationships or anything like that. So I'm not going to say, oh, I seen this coming, or, oh, I could have called it, or, but it intrigues me after 7 years of being with that person, because Kanye is they're both icons. Let's not get excited. They're icons in their own right. But the blame and the backlash usually goes to Kanye for anything that happens between them. As far as family, relationship wise, they go straight to Kanye about it. Oh, it's Kanye. He's doing too much. He's probably not being considerate. He's on his riot. He's on his rampage, whatever you want to call it. So I need to do a little bit more deep digging in there. Let me know what y'all think about it though, because I feel most of us, not us, most of y'all seen this coming or wanted to see this coming. And I don't want to predict that on nobody. I don't want to, speak that into existence, but I want to, and maybe the reason behind it, because there's been a lot of straws, but what was the final one that broke that camel's back? Goddamn. But I wish the best for Kim and Kanye. I'm not gonna say I would vote for Kanye if he ran, but I don't want nothing bad to happen to nobody, especially a legend from the music game like that. Excuse me, I had to hit that yak real quick. Oh, quick shout out to Rihanna. I just want to shout out Rihanna. Y'all been getting on her helmet for not dropping no music. I understand she's a great artist. She has plenty of hits from my young childhood and all that. I remember Rihanna when she came out with Somebody Replay, Mr. DJ, all that. I remember that Rihanna. So, but I just had to shout her out because Fenty Beauty is worth a bill. Not a duck bill, not $1 bill, $1 billion. So why y'all hating on her not making no music? She putting in work. How you gonna be mad at her? She just grew her beauty brand to I don't want to say net worth, but to basically be valued to $1 billion. And honestly, it ain't take her that long. Think how long did it? Well, I should say that is the inflation of money, or inflation of money. Excuse me for misspeaking, but it took Michael Jordan to become a billionaire. How many years? Is LeBron even a billionaire? Maybe a couple world famous soccer players, but just for a musician in her profession to become a billionaire in a space and on a platform that's not music, that's just leaps and bounds ahead of that. So I had to bring some attention to Rihanna because I know she gets a lot of flack for no music, but what she's putting her energy into, it worked. Do your thing back, girl, Riri. Even though when it comes to the debate, Beyonce or Riri, I'm a Beyonce dude. That's just me though. But we can talk about that at a later date. I do want to touch on this just real quick. I don't know too much about it, so I don't like talking on stuff I don't know. What happened? So Boosie was talking shit to Lori? What is that? Was that? I know Lori been doing her thing this past couple years and been, you feel me, trial and error and stuff, you feel me? But I don't see the hate she gets. She dating. She a young, beautiful woman. What's she supposed to do? Now, she is dating a lot of people also in the spotlight, and there's stuff that comes with that. We understand that. But why you hating on homegirl living her best life? She getting wined and dined by all these, you feel me, actors and rappers and all that, you feel me? Don't be mad at her. But as you see, she ended up getting cut off for a reason. So, I don't know. There could be more to it. Michael B., hold it down if you want to, my guy. But like I said, I just want to touch on that. I'm going to go look at what Boosie said. I heard a little bit, but I ain't see all that. But, I just love me some Boosie. Boosie talking shit. You already know that. And last but not least, I'm going to bring it to something recent, but a little more big picture. Like, literally. Bro, we just landed another rover on Mars. I'm into all of that. I love space. I love intergalactical shit. I love interstellar travel and all that shit. Most people don't care because they're like, oh, why are we worried about what's out there? We need to worry about what's down here. And you absolutely right. We spend way too much fucking money on NASA and all that shit. I agree. But there's reason behind it. We need to understand those reasons and approach that in a smarter way. Facts. But like I said, we just got a new rover on Mars with new tech. They said we could record up there. They sending back audio, video, and shit. That's fucking nuts to me. But it's also nuts that we're able to send a rover billions of miles away, but fucking Texas don't got a fucking power grid that's reliant in snow. America, you got some explaining to do. All right, man, but we gonna move it along. That's all I have for what's trending, man. What's trending? Oh my goodness. Wow. Next up, for the next segment I need to touch on, I gotta talk some sports. Even though you see all these vans behind me, I love skateboarding. And next week, I'm gonna talk about some skateboarding shit. I left it out right now because the NBA's mid-swing. I know it's been quiet in the NFL, but we had a couple little trades recently that I want to touch on as well. So let's get into it. First off, I got to bring some light. Hats off to the Jazz, man. The Jazz is on this winning streak. They're hot. Who would have guessed, I'm pretty sure nobody even betted money that halfway through the season, the Utah Jazz was going to be the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. Who? Tell me who, unless you live in Utah. Nobody. This was totally unexpected. I had to show some light for that. Donovan Mitchell in the pick and roll with Rudy Gobert. Like, I understand Rudy's Rudy. I'm not sure about his all-star appearances and all that other stuff. And what I feel he's a little overrated. Just a little bit. That's me. But them two in that pick and roll, man, I mean, you can't deny it, man. You got Joe Ingles out there and a couple other, good dudes. You got Clarkson up there. They balling. They don't even got double-digit losses yet. Wild to think that. Shout out to the Utah Jazz, man. I love seeing the future is here. Donovan Mitchell, Jamal Murray, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Luka, Trey. Bro, the future is here, man. The NBA is so exciting. A lot of stars. Shout out to the Jazz, man. Keep an eye on them. Speaking of young talent, y'all seen Jamal Murray 50-point game? I only seen the highlights, so I wish I could experience that. I might just go back and find it and just watch the full thing like I did Kobe 81 game like 30 times. 50, but here, I like it because there was no free throws. I believe he was like 21 of 25 shooting and like made 8 3. Bro was, and you've seen, like I said, I'll just talk about the Jazz. What Jamal and Donovan did in the playoffs last season, they're here, bro. They're not up next, bro. They're here, man. Jamal Murray and Jokic. If we talking about duos and tandems, especially in the West, of course, Bron and AD, they're at the top. You could say Kawhi, PG, you feel me? They're. But other than that, if it's not Jamal Murray and Jokic, it's who? The Mavericks? Maybe Luka and KP? I'm about to say, you could say Donovan and Rudy, but I'm telling you, man, they're coming. They're coming. Jamal Murray's here. Jokic is here. But the Nuggets, oh yeah, they on their way. They on their way. Oh, you already know. Next, I got to talk about some MVP talk. Joel Embiid. I mean, you could argue maybe Jokic, a couple other people, and I haven't seen too many Sixer games. I can't remember the last one I seen, but I seen him ball recently. This man Joel Embiid, as for a big man in today's 3-point shooting league, he's the truth. He's eating. He's doing everything he needs for his team. Ben Simmons, I don't want to talk about him because that's talking about the Sixers, but just as far as MVP talk, Ben Simmons, I need you to, of course, everybody, we need you to start shooting, bro. Oh, take an attempt. Try. Nigga, try, bro. Just throw it up. Do a floater. Get some shit. I don't know, man, but Joel Embiid has been balling. Jokic is also in that MVP combo right now. What happened? What's going on with Giannis, y'all? He back-to-back MVP. I don't know the Bucks record, but they not top 2, 3 in the East, I believe. I don't know, man. I believe maybe 3. I think they like 3. I don't know, man. I need to see some stuff, but that MVP race is definitely heating up. Oh, speaking of those dynamic duos in the Western Conference, I need to know the Mavericks, bro. What's going on? Okay, so before the season, if y'all don't know, I'm a New York Knicks fan. Don't slander me. I know. When y'all hear that, y'all like, ugh. I bet you everybody face who just seen that and heard that was like, this nigga. But born, raised in the Bay Area, but I'm a Knicks fan. Dad's family from New York. That's just me. That's who I gravitated to. So with that being said, I love me some Kristaps Porzingis. I love KP. But the Mavericks, before the season, him and Luka, I was like, they're going to be top 4, 5 in the East, at least. Of course, you got, both LA teams and stuff like that. But I said at least top 4. I'm not seeing enough. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the coaching. I don't know if it's the supporting staff. It might be KP because Luka been doing his thing. He's expressed, his frustrations and all that other stuff. But KP, I know he's been in and out the lineup, but I need them two to click. I need y'all to fit together like puzzle pieces because if they do, if the Mavs do, I got some money to put on them. And you could come at me with that. You could quote me on that. I got some money on the Mavs. But they gotta kick it into gear. They gotta, fire on all cylinders, start meshing like they need to be, because right now it ain't him. Oh, you already know I'm talking about the future of the NBA. Let's shift gears. Like I said, I just talked about Luka, Donovan Mitchell, Jamal Murray. But the future of tennis? Oh yeah. Naomi Osaka. Do I gotta say it slower? Do I gotta say it fast? Naomi Osaka. Bruh. I seen her match against Serena, not this recent one, where she won to advance to the championship, but I believe it was a year or two ago when she first faced Serena. Whew. But I'm telling you, she's the truth. I love me some Naomi. I'm happy for her and her relationship with Corday. Corday, check out his music too. Good lyricist. But she just won her 4th major. Grand Slam. I said major. That's golf. She won her 4th Grand Slam. She is here. She younger than me, putting up numbers. She just beat her idol. Could you imagine taking on your idol? I love rapping. I could not. I love writing raps. I love rapping. Y'all gonna see soon. Y'all gonna see it with these Sunday sessions. After that, we got What's the Way Wednesdays. Sunday sessions coming soon. Brought to you by me. But I couldn't imagine doing I want to say a rap battle because I love rap battle. Even that, I couldn't go battle rap none of these battle rappers right now. Tay Rock and Arsenal and Charlie Clips and all them. What I look like? Come on now. But she's stepping up to the plate with her idols. One, I wasn't trained that way, but I couldn't even imagine going up to rap against Wayne or Andre 3 Stacks or fucking Eminem or somebody like, bruh. But Naomi, she ain't shy in the face of danger, bruh. If she is, we can't tell, cause she's here and she's real, like for real. Naomi is here. Moving on to the next thing I need to talk about. Goddamn. It's my Knicks, y'all. Like I said, I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a damn near talk about the Knicks every podcast. I gotta say something about them. We fighting for 8. It don't sound too good, but we fight. We fighting for 8. That's not an accomplishment, because the East, if you look at the Eastern standings as of today, I'm recording this on a Sunday, as far as the 21st. The East is thick. Between that 5 to 10, 5 to 11, it's thick. You got Chicago in there fighting. I believe the Knicks are in the 8th, 7th spot right now. You got Charlotte with LaMelo. He been balling. I'm about to say Chicago with Zach. He been balling lately. Miami, they starting to get some traction. They've been kind of, on and off, a little inconsistent. Toronto there, even though Toronto, shout out to Toronto, because that's how you could tell they're a good organization. Because they lost their stars, they lost DeMar, got the ring with Kawhi, but even with they're there. They're still in it. I'm telling you, Toronto's a great organization. But yeah, man, my Knicks, man, hey, go check Julius Randle's stats, man. He made the All-Star team this year. I didn't see none of this coming. I'm not going to lie. Before the season, I didn't want to talk about the Knicks because they're the fucking Knicks. But my man Julius Randle was balling. Emmanuel Quickly, our rookie, you see that? You see the floater? You see the floater? He learned it from Lou, and that's a great role model to have, especially as far as a floater. So watch out for my Knicks, man. I'm going to talk about them every week. We fighting. Even if we get in the bubble or the playoffs, I don't know what it's going to do for us, but hopefully this brings some pop, some pizzazz. Shout out Tom Thibodeau, and shout out to the acquisition of Derrick Rose. You feel me? I love you, Derrick Rose. You go crazy, man. I can still hoop, bro. Let him know, bro. I can still hoop. You feel me? All right. Finishing it up with some football, of course. The NFL is quiet, but I do, college-wise, snaps, claps, props, raise the roof. My man Deion Sanders debuted as Jackson State's head coach recently. First game, 53-0. Blowout. That's that. I just want prime time, baby. Prime time. That's all I gotta say. Oh, them trades. We gotta talk about them trades in the NFL, dog. Let me start Let me start with Matthew Stafford and the Rams trade, switching out Jared Goff. I am not a believer that Matthew Stafford is. I love Matt. I'm not gonna lie. I feel he is underrated. He's a great talent. The boy got arm, bro. If y'all watch him, the boy could play. He's tough, resilient. But I'm not convinced that he is that last piece for the Rams to get over the hump. Just to get over the hump. I don't know. I'm not convinced yet. But we'll see. Now, Jared to the Lions, that is still up in the air because the Lions do have an early pick. I believe number 3 or 2. I think number 3. I think it's Jags, Jets, Lions. They're in a position to draft the QB. I love me some Justin Fields. We already know Trevor Lawrence going to Jacksonville. Everybody's talking about this kid out of BYU, Zach Wilson. That's cool. I love me some Justin Fields. He been competing against Trevor Lawrence since the Elite 11. Detroit, where's Jalen Rose? Where's Jalen Rose at? Y'all gonna be meowing if y'all draft anybody else but Justin Fields. I'm telling you. I know he might not be everything you want in a prototypical quarterback, but the man can play. The man can ball. I would say the man can ball. Just take my word for it. But I do want to end the sports segment talking about Carson Wentz to the Colts. Yo, I know a lot of people probably think Carson Wentz is done, which can be true. He has had regression the last few years of his career. But dog, if they get him right behind that offensive line with Jonathan Taylor behind him and that defense, I believe somebody told me today that they're the youngest team in the NFL with an average age of like 25, 26, bro. They're going to be a problem. I sound like Stephen A. They're going to be a problem. If they could get Carson Wentz right and he balls, I would say add another receiver with T.Y. because he can't do it by himself. Add another receiver, maybe buffing up that tight end position and a little bit on the secondary. But other than that, bro, the Colts are here. They're young. They got talent. They got a nice coach. They just won, 10, 11 games last year with my man Phillip Rivers. That's my quarterback. But, bruh, with Carson Wentz, that's not a downgrade. I'm just saying. Keep an eye out for them Colts, yo. Keep an eye out for them Colts. I'm telling you, they here. I'm telling you, they here, man. Yaka. All right, man. Switching it up to the next segment. In the future, as you guys grow with me, as What's the Wave grows, I would love y'all to grow with me. As you see, I got a kind of a budget set up. But as I go from budget to baller, y'all going to watch me as I progress. And I hope y'all progress as well with me. So right now, the next segment I have, I just want to talk about a couple of Bay Area, specifically Vallejo, born and raised businesses. Like I said, as this podcast progresses, I'm going to have a lot more. Thank you for all my people on Twitter and other social media platforms, all the homies, all the my coworkers and stuff for shooting me people who you support. And I'm asking my listeners to do that as well. If there's any black-owned business in the Bay Area, in Vallejo, because that's where I'm from, send them to me. Whether they're a makeup artist, a music artist, a photographer, a eyelash technician, whatever, to put the eyelashes on, whatever y'all do. If you have a business and you are, well, like I said, I don't care if you're black or not, but black-owned before everything. Let's not get that twisted. Black-owned before everything. Send it my way because that's what I'm here for. I want to push that. We need to be buying in circle. We need to make our dollar touch 4 or 5 hands in the same community than before it gets sent out foreign or higher up in a tax bracket. We have enough resources and so many platforms to where we can make this happen. Whether it be, like I said, chefs, if you mount TV stands, whatever you do, please reach out to me via Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. If you know people, if you have a fashion line, if you make shoes, if you do artwork, let me know. That's what I'm here for. So with that being said, I just want to focus on 2 specific brands for this first podcast because these 2 brands are I love them. I love the people behind them. I love these brands. Well, I only use one because the other one's a cosmetic brand, but you'll see, as you see right here. But the people I know behind these brands are so real and so genuine behind what they do in their product. I'm asking them as well, but they are my sponsors. They sponsor What's the Wave. And as we grow, I will have raffles and giveaways for these products. The first brand being Become Cosmetics. Second E is a 3, as in B3 come, but Become Cosmetics. And I wrote let me tell this to y'all, just some background of the brand, just so you get a good idea of what it's about and what it takes. So Become Cosmetics is a beauty brand for women who are working hard every day to become the best version of themselves. All products are made to ensure that every woman feels strong, beautiful, and confident, which are the 3 things that play a part in becoming who you are. Now, all of their products are made to nourish skin, and your lips, because they use all natural and organic products, because they believe that those are the best things to use for your body, as all of us should. So please follow Become Cosmetics on all social platforms and upgrade your collection today. That is here, look at that for all my viewers watching right there. Become Cosmetics, that's B3 COMECOSMETICS. Become Cosmetics. That first E is a 3, because that's what we doing, man. Strong, beautiful, confident. I got this as a gift for some people I know. Everything I hear about it is lovely. If you are an avid supporter, you get gifts for it and all of that. So please support it. Based out of Vallejo, based out of the Bay Area. Upgrade your collection. It was just Valentine's Day. We'll double back and go get some more of that. And in the future, I'm gonna have some raffles for some cosmetics as well. Moving on to that second brand I gotta talk about, and I've been a personal ambassador for it. As you know, I don't wear cosmetics. My lips is naturally moisturized. So next, I gotta let y'all know about Vintage Variation. Yes, Vintage Variation, wonderful brand that my man started and I've been an ambassador for. So I definitely want to let y'all know about it. And Vintage Variation is the best place for a curated experience of dopeness. Facts. That's it. Vintage Variation, you can call it V2 for short. They specialize in bringing a consumer a wide variety of apparel, accessories, and hype footwear. As you see behind me, all I wear is Vans. If you want some real shoe game, even though that's real as hell, if you want some dope shit, bruh, check them out. Like I said, look no further, as this is your one-stop shop for all of your fashion needs. V2 aspires to bring a bit of love, history, and style into every single closet in the world. All races, genders, and creeds are welcome to be a part of the Vintage Variation family, as they and we strive to be better together. That's the main part. We all want to be better together. And just for a little bit of history, a little bit of bio of Vintage Variation, they were created in April 2019, I believe April 24th, if I'm correct, of 2019. Honestly, just with a few thrift items and a dream. Like that's all it takes. Like I said, that's all you have to have, just a few things in a dream, man, I'm telling you. And since then, they have grown in notoriety and product variation. I'm telling you, anything you think you can't find, you can find something there. You really can. But V2 continues to strive for greatness and just bring style to all people in all ages. Like I said, it's not just for men. They have wonderful women apparel, stuff for your children, maybe babies, but anything for your little ones, for your mama, your auntie, your daddy, your uncle. They have everything you need. So like I said, I just wanted to show a lot of light on those two brands because they supported me in this podcast. So I want to support them as well. They will be sponsoring me. And like I said, in the future, we will be having giveaways, raffles for all the brands I support. If I'm able to get it, I want to get it to you as best as I can. So please stay tuned for future episodes for that. Most definitely. Take a sip of my yak real quick. Hey, how y'all doing today? You know, y'all can't respond. I'm pretty sure y'all doing good. You feel me? It's a Wednesday. So I'm hoping y'all hump something. All right, let's close it up with the topic of the day. Topic of the day, I like to get a little bit deeper. Just talk about some real shit, you feel me? And today's topic of the day, which usually will be a word, a phrase, something simple that I could just dig into more. I want to talk about image. Yes, image. Image in today's time, in today's climate, in today's culture. So the definition of image is this: physical likeness or representation of a person, an animal, or a thing. That's a literal definition. That's by the book. Now I want to talk about my image a little bit as well. As you can probably see just from viewing me or hearing my voice. In the background is all Vans boxes. If you listen on the podcast, I got a wall of Vans behind me. That is what I associate with my image, brands. I have a hat that says Pizza Planet on it. If you know, you know. I'm not going to deep dive. Oh, what's Pizza Planet? If you don't know, you're too young for me. But that's what that's part of my image. But I've also had to be aware and accept that, because now these brands are not just a part of my image, but it's my lifestyle. Now, if you know me personally, you know what Vans means to me. This part of my it's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle. Skateboarding, you know what that means to me. It's not just a sport it's a lifestyle. Anything you do, even I want to say hype beast, but fashion. If you're a sneakerhead, you know it's not just, oh, I like expensive shoes. It's a lifestyle, and that goes into your image. So just being aware of that brings up some more questions like, and this is a question to ask yourself, because I had to ask it to myself just coming up with this topic. What about what others think about your image? Do you care? Do you think they care? Or are you even aware? Because I feel, especially as we're getting older, and like I said, I'm 25, and as we get into that young 20s age, you start to realize and become a lot more self-aware of what others think. And honestly, which I hope happens to you, start not to really give a fuck. You feel me? Like, I don't wear this hat for the next dude or the next female to think I'm cool. I mean, of course, men want to impress women want to impress. You want to impress who you want to attract. But besides that, I would never wear nothing for the next man or the next nigga. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I have plenty of shoes. You can ask my homies right now. Hey, bro, them ugly, them weak, them hurt. But you not me. You can't bust them like me. So that's what I'm saying. Think about it. Do you care about what others think as far as your peers and your friends, or people you don't even know? Because you want to present yourself with a certain image to those people. And to bring it, is it positive or negative? We could even talk about the things that are associated with things you already identify with, your social identity. Because that's what image is, your social identity. What do I identify with? Because that's how we connect. If I'm a Knicks fan and I'm in California and see another person wearing a Knicks jersey, I can identify with that socially. That's our social identity. That's part of his image. So now I could go, hey, you a Knicks fan? We automatically feel closer to each other based off of one thing we have in common. So I'm asking, do the things you associate yourself with have positive effects on your image or negative effects on your image? For example, one could go both ways. Smoking weed. That is, nowadays, people don't care. But if you even go back 10, 15 years ago, before the legalization of cannabis, it was crazy, still crazy frowned upon. People will look at you like you smoke crack if you smoke weed. What? You do what? But now it's so welcomed and accepted in today's society. Of course, even back then, I said 10, 15 years, of course, everybody smoke weed. Everybody do it. Even if you don't know, everybody do it. But I'm just saying, do the things you associate yourself with have a positive or negative? But that could be society. Tattoos, as you see, I have them myself. I remember a time where you couldn't get a job based on your tattoos. People will always tell you, don't get any visible tattoos. You had to cut, working at my first job, Six Flags, Discovery Kingdom. If you're from Vallejo, you probably worked there your first job too. People had to put Band-Aids, arm sleeves, wearing thermals in 90-degree weather just to cover up their tattoos. because it's a negative stigma that's attached to your image. Of course, times change and people change and society evolves. But I'm just saying, think about those things. Because what you represent in turn goes to your reputation, right? I represent Vans. Like I said, people know me since high school. That's part of but I carry that on me. I portray that image. And it's become part of my reputation. All of that. Being a class clown, everybody knows I'm high energy, goofball, all of this. That's why I had to do this, to get my thoughts out, to get these creative juices out. I had to. But that goes into my reputation. So how you represent yourself goes into your reputation as well. And now, with the addition of social media, it's everywhere. Because now image is everything to people. Who knew that we would not just have supermodels, but now we have IG models, Instagram models? If you're a model, you should just be a model. Image is everything, because image goes into your brand, how you brand yourself, how people look at you, perceive you. It's so focused on in today's society and culture. It's quite scary, because some people do let it get to their head. I know you think that some people let it get to their head and just let it blow up their whole life. But with the advent of social media, it's crazy how much effort people put into their own image. It not even privately, but publicly, because they feel they have to carry this certain way that they're looked at just to be accepted. Some people try to make money based off of image. I haven't heard the term clout before 2016, 2017. That's social media. That's image. People doing stuff just to be seen, just to get known. Boom Gang. Now John Gabbana. I'm glad bro changed his life around, but he did all of that for an image, just to be seen like something. It's crazy. And you can see how people take it differently. It don't matter if you're poor or if you're famous. I'll say poor. It don't matter if you're famous in the public eye. They are required now. Pro athletes, celebrities, musicians, all of that. They're required to uphold their image. Why? Because they're in the public light on a way different standard. With social media, everything's public. So now people feel the need to do the same. Why? I don't know. I just don't know. But it is what it is. And it had me think too of maybe things that you don't associate with your image, but has already just been God-given. You feel me? That's just like your name. You don't get to choose your name. You don't get to choose your skin color, your gender, none of that. But that's part of your image. I was having a conversation with a coworker about how names impact how people act and people treat you. My name is Dylan. My name is my full name, Carl Dylan Collins. Cool. I was raised by Dylan. I've only met one other black dude named Dylan. He's from Vallejo. If you know him, if you're watching, shout you out, bro. You had a killer July 4th party back in like 2014, 2015. You killed that shit. He's the only other black dude named Dylan that I know. And the ironic thing was, somebody knew him, my coworker knew him and also knows me and said we act alike. I don't know if that could be a factor to everything, but just because we're named Dylan, they also said this. And these are women, there are two women I was talking to. They said every dude named Chad that they met were fucking douchebags. So I'm just saying, your name is part of your image. Do you think about it? Please, I want to know what y'all think. Please tweet at me, write me, call me. If you got my number, call me, because I want y'all to think about this. Think about a name. For example, I hear, this is just my perception and my experience. If your name is Destiny, you a hoe. If your name is Xavier, you annoying, which is weird. Yeah, Chads are douches, but that's white. I don't really know. And I'm just throwing examples out there. So please let me know what y'all think about it, man. Because image is so important and so crucial in our society today. it's fucking mind-blowing what we will do over some image. So, with that being said, like I said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening. Next week, I'm going to have some more brands to bring you, some more sports talk, some more perspective, just some more current events, more everything to bring you. So please, please stay tuned for next week. Every Wednesday, it'll be dropping. I want to thank all my supporters out there. If you're listening, you're a real one, and you know I'm good for it. So stay tuned. Let's keep it going, man. And thank you, man. But that is What's the Wave with your boy Son of the Waves, man. We did it. We on. We live, direct. We out of here, man. I don't care if you came from uptown, downtown, in town, out of town, man. Stay tuned next week, man. I love y'all, man. Stay safe, but stay dangerous. Wait, don't stay safe, because safe's getting broken into. But other than that, stay dangerous, baby.
I just need one more. I just need one more.
Hey.
I just need one more. 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 You know, I'm picking up where I said, okay. Like the blunt, my nigga. Pass his beat to the left so I could press. Total my hits like I done wrecked. Who is next? Niggas is sleep like pillow pets. Getting foreign head from a bad bitch from Budapest. Call your bet, cause I'm just trying to get a quick check, then rest with my face in between breasts. I'm a mess. Also something you gotta respect. A prince as a newborn, a king in death. Oh yes, Son of the Waves is the best. If you jumping in this water, please wear a vest. Take a breath and compliments to my chef. Hit my goddamn producer, need a